You know, I can get on board with the schedule of 1 week of torture followed by 1 week of enjoyment and just rotate those back and forth. And as last week was a bit of a... Holy sh... Motherfucker. A struggle, to say the least. This week we're gonna do something nice and simple and delicious looking, Rie's Fancy Canned Ravioli. The Buzzfeed goddess Rie was given a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis, something I am very familiar with, and turned it into this intricate, delicious looking eggplant, and I really want to make it, because I don't think there's any risk of like serious injury or flammability here. With that all being said, let's get right into this one. If you are quarantined and you want to make this at home, you're gonna need to have on hand some olive oil and kosher salt, some butter and black pepper, San Marzano tomatoes and panko breadcrumbs, flour, fresh mozzarella cheese, some eggplant, a can of Chef Boyardee, a shallot, an egg, some fresh garlic, and some of that nightmare Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be really funny to see how much over the next year to 18 months I use that cheese. If you're curious, I chopped it up in about 16 pieces, gave some away, and then froze the rest of it, so I should have it for quite a while. We are gonna start today with our tomato sauce, which is a very simple mixture of our fresh garlic and shallots, some olive oil, those tomatoes. You have to separate your ravioli from the sauce, which honestly compared to the tomatoes looks like a very strange neon orange color. I want to cook this down throughout the entire day, so by the end, when I'm ready to use it, it'll be super condensed and really flavorful. Second, today I want to start on our eggplant emoji, so I sliced that in about 1/2 inch wide slices, and we're gonna bake this basically just with some olive oil and salt. If I was just making this for myself, I probably would have peeled it, because when you bake eggplant, the skin gets a little bit tough, but they don't in the video, so I will not either. 25 minutes later, our eggplant layers were achieved. The last main component here is our ravioli, which has to be dredged in flour, eggs, and panko breadcrumbs, and eventually fried for a couple minutes until they get a nice golden brown. I do feel obligated to address that I am not making that pesto sauce that she garnishes with, simply because one of the main ingredients is pine nuts. I cannot have pine nuts, so instead of trying to like finesse a new recipe and ruin it, I'm just not even gonna bother. With our ravioli fried, our eggplant baked, and our sauce looking nice and thick, we can start to throw our layers together, of course, with the fresh mozzarella cheese slices too. Shout out to my Instagram followers who saw this photo 3 days ago. They always know what video is coming next, so if you're curious, you can go on over and follow me. It's David_Seymour1. I am pretty darn happy with how these are looking right now. They smell delicious, so let's give one a taste. I'm not sure if you can tell that in the 30 seconds between the last clip and right now, it kind of got a little bit cockeyed, but I'm not mad at this. I also feel like the second I try to cut into this thing, it's just gonna be absolutely ruined. Let's see. I mean, there's not much you can do. It's meant to be eaten anyways, but yeah, kind of just destroyed it. I need a bite with everything. The sauce, the eggplant, the ravioli, the cheese. I think this should do. Not that I had any doubts, but Rie came through with this one. Oh my god. The sauce kind of reminds me of Claire's from the Hot Pockets video. It's just so cooked down that it's just so flavorful and delicious. And most importantly, the raviolis are good. They kept their crunch. I would never have guessed that this was made with Chef Boyardee. The only thing that really sticks out to me is I wish I peeled the eggplant. I don't love the texture of the kind of like really hard to chew purple skin. The end result probably wouldn't have looked as pretty, but overall it probably would have been better off without it. This is gonna go home with a very solid 8.8 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave me a big old like. Another reminder, I have a TikTok now. If you're curious, it's down in the description, as well as my Instagram and Twitter links. Other than that, have a fantastic weekend. I will see you right back here next week. Peace.
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my 18. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.